What is up, you guys? This is the White Rabbit, and welcome back to C.S.I. Hard Evidence. Let's do the In Your Eyes case. Oh, is this going to be a case where, like, something is stuck in the person's eyes? I hope not. That would be gruesome. I don't know why. The eyes are the one thing that I don't feel like anyone should mess with. Just my own personal opinion.
You're proving to be quite a talent.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's been a real pleasure hearing what my CSIs have to say about your work so far.
Hello.
That's why I'm handing you this case. A respected surgeon was brutally killed in his home earlier this evening. We've got only one witness, the victim's wife, a blind woman. Greg will shadow you on this one. Maybe he can learn something from you.
I'm the lead and he's following me. That doesn't seem correct. Okay, crime scene. Ooh, a spooky thunderstorm. I do like that. How long do you think they had to wait in Nevada for that? So how many drones do you think they lost doing that? Getting a sky view of Los Angeles in a thunderstorm. If they lost any at all. Assuming that's not, like, put together or edited together. You have glasses. You're not blind.
Hey, thanks for coming aboard. From what I hear, you are the CSI to be partnered with these days. So anyway, welcome to the crime scene. Grisly murder, Vic upstairs in the bedroom. The decor? Early spatter. And his wife Amita didn't see a thing, being as she's blind. But we can count on her other senses being keen. So we have to interview her right now, despite her understandable shock.
Right.
Hey, looks like you got everything under control. I'll see you back at the office.
Righto. Miss Madam.
We're sorry to have to trouble you, Mrs. Banderit. We're with the Las Vegas Crime Lab. We understand you found your husband.
My husband, Riot, he was very tired because he worked so very hard. He often went to bed early. Tonight, he went to bed early.
Okay. Do you remember what time your husband went to bed?
I do, actually. It was just before the BBC NewsHour on the radio. That would make it around 7. I often stay up to listen. They play international music after the news. That would make it just after 9 p.m. when I went upstairs. I entered the bedroom as always, and as always I spoke to him. He did not sleep deep, and would greet me when I joined him. But he did not answer, even when I raised my voice. I went to him and found the awful moisture. I knew it was blood almost at once. I could smell the blood. I had some moments of panic, and then I went to the phone and called 911, but I knew it was too late. His breathing, I could not hear it.
We understand that you are vision impaired.
Yes, I am blind, in both the practical and legal sense.
How well do you see?
I have basic light and dark sensitivity.
Ah.
I cannot see objects or shapes, so I must rely on my hearing. My ears have become my eyes.
Did you hear anything unusual during the crime?
No, my ears were as blind to it as my eyes. You see, I did not like to disturb my husband. As I said, he was a light sleeper when he could get sleep at all, so I use headphones after he goes to bed. I did faintly detect footsteps on the stairs, but I thought those were my husband's. He would often come down for a drink of water, or perhaps to take sleep medication.
Did you make physical contact with your husband when you discovered him?
I surely must have. I cannot be specific. I was almost immediately in a panic, and my memory is but a blur.
Well, you did.
Your clothing shows no overt signs of bloodstain, Mrs. Vanderreed.
I do apologize for that. I know I have probably inadvertently hurt your evidence gathering, but I felt compelled to change, to wash my hands, so as not to sit and wait in my husband's blood. I do have the clothing for you.
Well, thank you.
Blood transfer fairly minimal on these clothes, consistent with her interview. Let's take a look at the scene.
Well, what I'm confused about is why is it on the sleeve? Was the door locked when your husband went to bed?
I cannot be sure. Pryor usually locks up before going to bed, but as I say, he was especially tired. Perhaps he forgot.
Would anyone have a reason to harm your husband?
Such a thought is unthinkable. Pryor was a shining star in the Indian community, well liked by his peers, adored by his patients. He leaves a terrible void.
Okay.
I can't think of...
Okay. We're just gonna have a look around.
Older style answering machine.
And there's a message.
Tape's missing. I guess they weren't getting their messages. Dead or
We gotta-
alive, I don't like touching insects. Grab it if you want. Grissom will appreciate it.
Well, that's not what I was looking at. I was looking at the fact a fire poker's missing. Okay. A footprint. Coming down.
Fairly small print. If it's the attackers, we may be looking for a female.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? Speaking of the fire poker.
Bloody fireplace poker, and my usage isn't British. Probably an impromptu weapon picked up here at the house.
Yeah, I would say so. Could we get a fingerprint off of that? Got something. Yep, there we go. Bum 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 bum.
Nice catch. Let's see if we can flush out who drew a club in their poker hand.
Ha ha ha. Notice my very sarcastic response there. Okay. What is this? Broken teacup. Okay, I want to look around the room before I examine the body. All right.
Massive bleeding from the head, spatter all around. Indicates blunt force trauma.
Oh, on the roof? Need some of this, unfortunately.
Height of the bloodstain indicates the attacker was short. 5'3", give or take. Definitely not a former NBA star.
Well documented, I guess.
ceiling spatter is consistent with the blunt force object being swung back for another hard blow.
Hmm. Okay. Any other evidence here? There is. Okay, what could be other evidence? This was a thoroughness check. Ah, hello.
Nice one. Almost missed it myself. How about you do your partner a favor and skip telling Grissom what I just said?
Righto. Anything else? There is, but where? Your answering machine is missing the tape.
Such things were the province of my husband.
What size shoe do you wear?
It varies according to the brand. Typically, I wear a woman's size 8.
Mrs. Bandery, may we take your slippers for comparison purposes? We found a footprint on the stairs, and if it's not yours, might belong to an intruder.
You know I will do anything in my power to find the demon responsible.
Well, at least she's willing. Hello?
You'll want a different tool for that.
Yeah, probably.
This doesn't look like anything from inside the house.
Fascinating.
I can't think of any.
Okay. Was that all the evidence? No. No, it was not. Okay, what else could I be missing? I don't know. Alright, back upstairs. Let's see. Wait, bloody handprint. That would mean... This was a thoroughness check. Huh. Okay. I cannot think of anything. Unless it's like in his drawer. Whoop, up, up. Right, the substance from the teacup.
You know the saying, looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, must be a duck?
Yeah.
Don't try that one out on Grissom. Looks like tea, smells like tea, analyze it anyway.
Fair enough. Location searched. Does that mean... Oh, it does. Okay, that means I got everything. Sweet! So I do get a notification that tells me I got everything. Huh. You know, it's probably not tea. It probably has, like, a poison in it, or a sedative. Alright. Let's start with the tea. Just to be sure of everything. Huh. Tannic acid. And sleeping medication. Okay. So that's consistent with the
Asphalt.
story.
Sticky bun fresh, too. Bandereets are in a new housing development, newly paved roads, so there's the source. Asphalt's on top of the blood stain, meaning the slipper picked it up after stepping in blood.
So she went outside after stepping in the blood. Fascinating. Very, very fascinating. Oh, right. Teacup. Okay, match up the patterns. There we go. Have I mentioned my displeasure for puzzles? Flip. Rotate. Flip. And flip. Do I have to flip you? Yes, I do. Okay, and skloink. And you are the right way? Yep. Okay. Rotate. You go there. You go here. And then you, my last piece friend, go right here. We're missing
a piece of the puzzle here, and the crime scene didn't give it up. Of course, the teacup could have been already chipped.
In the middle? Highly unlikely. Fascinating. Okay, what else do we got? Fingerprints. We'll be matching an unknown to an unknown. I know. But an unknown to an unknown. I know. So let's go through civil records first. Aha! Who we got?
Print belongs to another eye surgeon, a Darsh Dewan. On visa sponsored by the Vic for his medical practice. No current address, though.
And it doesn't match the fingerprint. That's a match.
Can't rule out the missus. Not just yet. She cops to being in the house all along.
Very true, and that
Not only
does
that,
match.
a blind person knows his or her house better than a sighted occupant.
True. Which that's weird to think about, but I digress. Fingerprints. Civ records. Why didn't we get the Mrs. Fingerprints? No sample. Okay. The eye records. Nothing. Okay. Anything else? DNA. Okay. And blood from fire poker. It matches.
It matches, but you're matching an unknown against an unknown, so we don't know anything.
No, we're not.
Always try to match to known samples.
Okay. There. We good?
Vic's blood on the fireplace poker. An object consistent with the ceiling's back spatter. Good bet we have our murder weapon.
Yeah. Evidence. Everything but that fingerprint. Okay. Is there a fingerprint on this? I don't know. Alright. Now we go back and talk to the missus. See if we can get an ID on this person. Hello, madam. Did you leave the house after you found your husband?
I don't believe that I... Let me think. It was such a confusing evening. I'm sorry. Yes. Yes, perhaps I did step outside.
Mrs. Banderit, fresh asphalt on your slippers indicates you wore them outdoors. Isn't that a little unusual?
In the cold light of reason, yes. But I was caught in the throes of panic, thinking an intruder might be in the house. I ran outside on impulse without any sense of my bearings. I did manage to find my way back home, and after several minutes, listening, felt I could risk going back and phone for help. I'm sorry I did not remember this sooner.
That's all right. But my partner and I will need to have a look around. Outside.
What can you tell us about Adarsh Dewan?
Adarsh was my husband's junior partner at the medical practice. Very fond of him, Prayat was. Adarsh's parents were old family friends of Prayat's in India. Prayat sponsored his visa so he could come here and work.
Where is Mr. Dewan now? We have no address on him.
Odd as it may seem, neither do I. Mr. Dewan was in the process of finding a home. I believe he was living temporarily with friends, but I'm afraid I don't know where.
Does he own a car?
I believe my husband mentioned Adarsh had purchased a truck. I don't remember any special model or... what is the word? Make of the vehicle. And of course I have not seen it for myself.
Of course.
I can't think of any.
Alright, let's go outside. This is turning into an interesting case already. We have a blind woman who has blood on her clothes, blood on her slippers, and then she stepped outside. We got a possible suspect who is nowhere to be found. We got fingerprints for him. Okay, hello. What's the deal? That's the house. Ooh. Hello. Something tells me we're gonna find the kind of make and model. First I want to check the dumpster.
Somebody was in too much of a hurry to use their eyes backing out.
Yeah. Oop. Thoroughness points awarded. Great. Hello. Why can I go in? Oh.
You'll want a different tool for that.
I do. Plaster?
Broken taillight, a fresh tread. Car backed up, bumped into the dumpster, then went up and over the curb and sped away.
Fascinating indeed. Here's our blood.
Mrs. Banderit says she went outside, and these droplets are consistent with what she told us. Make that what she finally told us.
Indeed. Alright, anything else? Fire hydrant, thoroughness check. Thoroughness. Okay, there's more evidence around here. Just need to find it. Hi, how you doing? Gotcha. Let me guess. Nothing with the manhole cover. Thoroughness. Okay, any paint transfer? No. Okay. Oh. What was that? Oh, it was just the door. Okay. Can I look in the mailbox? No. Huh. Hi, how you doing? I got nothing. I think I see something with the garage door, but I don't know. Also, there's no tread on the curb to go with the idea that someone hopped over it. I want to look inside this dumpster.
Way to be thorough. Looks like the area's clean.
Is it though? I really feel like there's something else here. Why would it show me the mailbox post? I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's go back to the lab. Okay. Come on, give us something. That looks to be it. What kind of car we got? Chrysler,
Excellent.
Town and Country.
There's our make and model.
Fingerprints. Still can't do anything with that. DNA. Left from driveway. There we go. So we got that. And nothing else. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, but hang on. Let's get all these pieces in a row first. That looked correct. Did it not? Okay. Maybe this way? I don't know. I don't actually know. That feels correct. Why is it not connecting? What? Is it this piece? Game, why do you not like me so? Not you. You go here? You go here. No. Okay, what is with... I don't get it. Okay. Unless I'm, like, holding it the wrong way. Which is a very real possibility. This is making me slightly angrier than it should. Alright, this feels like the correct way it should go. Oh, yes. Okay. Ooh, wait, so that means this would go there. Okay, and I don't know what goes there. Unless it's this. Okay. Then, you know, square piece. Oh. Ooh. There we go. And then, I don't know. Oh, I'm dumb. It's right there.
There's more we should do with that item before we can process it.
Like what?
There's more we should do with that item before.
Yes. Don't get it. Comparison B. Civil records. Do we have no records whatsoever? Or was this how we got you-know-whose fingerprints? No samples, FBI. None. Okay. Do we have to go talk to her again?
I can't think of anything I haven't told you already.
Well, that's upsetting. Oh, I probably... I'm a moron. I am a bona fide moron. Hi, how you doing? Can you recover the body?
Sure, I'll send a team right out.
Oh, lovely. Anything we should know? What do you make of the cause of death?
Textbook case of death by forceful blunt instrument impact.
Fair
4
enough.
medium impact blows, latter 2 drawing
4?
blood.
Did the tox report show prescription sleeping aid in his system?
Heavy dose in the VIX system, explaining the lack of defensive wounds on his arms and hands. Mr. Banderit was in a deep sleep that simply became permanent.
Does the poker match the victim's head wound?
Now, the marks are consistent. The fire poker is almost certainly your murder weapon.
Almost certainly. We got a cutscene?
Looks like the two of you are off to a good start.
Yep.
Learning anything from your partner?
We're too busy actually investigating a case to figure out which one of us you are referring to. So, to fill you in, we've discovered a print belonging to the former eye doctor's business partner on the murder weapon. According to the wife, he drives a truck, and we found a tire tread at the scene, along with broken taillight fragments.
So you have a suspect, and a reasonable description of his vehicle. Have you hit up Brass for an APB yet?
We were just on our way over there.
Tell you what, since you two are doing such a fantastic job with the evidence, why don't you keep at it? I'll talk to Brass and have him call you when he gets a hit on your missing vehicle.
Okay. Right.
There's more we should do with that item before we can process it.
Like what? Well, let's go see Brass. I got nothing better to do. Hi, Brass. Did the victim have prescriptions?
That's an easy one. Give me a sec to look it up. Vic had a legal prescription for the medication. Strictly kosher.
Okay. Can you find the Vic's business partner?
No current address for Dwan in the system. No vehicle registered in his name, either. I'll let the boys know Mr. Dwan is a person of interest. But he may well have split if he's involved.
Very true.
Once you got enough evidence.
Yeah, once I got enough evidence. There's something. The garbage cans. Hello. That's new. There's a tape.
Were those trash cans there before?
Nope.
Or am I having eyesight trouble?
If you are, we both are.
Tiny tape like this, likely from an answering machine.
Yeah.
Tape snapped, but that's no problem.
Anything else? No. Is that all the evidence for this? Yes, it is. To the lab. All right. Now we got footage or tape. We got a tape.
Mother, pick up. Pick up. Mother, I know you're listening. You have got to divorce that man. I'm not asking for my own sake, but for yours. Please, please leave him before he makes good on that threat. You can still be happy, Mother. And so can I.
Maybe things at the Banderit house were not as perfect as Mrs. Banderit wanted us to believe.
Possibly. Let's go talk to her. Because that sounds very interesting. Hello, madam. We found an answering machine tape in your trash outside.
I should have mentioned that. I just did not want you to misunderstand, to think my daughter... She has always been an excitable girl. She overreacts. I wanted to spare my husband of that melodrama, so I cut the tape and threw it away, and told Pryor the tape had broken.
So what was the threat?
Is any marriage perfect? Whatever small problems there might be, my marriage was sacred to me, and Bryot's word, his will, I obeyed, with love in my heart. My daughter was raised in this country and does not understand.
Do you know where we can find your daughter?
Why, she lives right across the street. She is a wonderful daughter at heart. She welcomes me into her beautiful kitchen for lunch every day.
Okay. Right across the street, huh? That's a fascinating coincidence. Very fascinating. Possible suspect? Maybe.
It's about time you people came around. I've been on the phone all night trying to get some answers from the police. Have you found my father's killer?
No, Ms. Banderit.
We're working on it.
We're with the Las Vegas Crime Lab. We've come across an answering machine tape of you begging your mother to leave your father. What threat were you afraid your father might make good?
It wasn't like that. Not a threat of violence. My father was pushing me into marrying a man I do not love. The threat was to cut me off from my mother if I didn't do his old school bidding. Some choice, huh? Marry a man I detest, or never see my own mother.
How much you want to bet the man he wanted her to marry is the dude, the student? Oh. Whom did he wish you to marry?
His business partner.
Oh, I knew it.
A disgusting little creature called a Darshdawan. I work with the creep at my father's practice. Manipulating little weasel. Playing off an old friendship between our families to worm his way into my father's good graces. Finally, I learned Adarsh was nothing more than a common thief. Stealing from our family. I told him resign or face exposure. But he laughed me off. He said he could handle my stupid father. Never thought he meant murder.
He's been stealing?
Yes. Credit card fraud. Using my father's Visa card to be precise. The snake. Right behind our backs. My father told me that Visa noticed suspicious activity and alerted him right away. I don't know if he suspected Adarsh, but I did. And I found proof in his apartment.
You know where he lives. Mind if we have a look around?
Yes. I won't have you wasting precious time here when you could be rounding up that little rat, Adarsh.
Actually, it won't take but a moment to collect that footprint by the door. Or we could wait here till we get a warrant.
If that's what will get you out of here faster, take the footprint and take off.
Noted. Hello?
Grissom put me onto that runaway Doc you're looking for. Well, when a black and white hit the siren over that busted tail, Doc Dewan got nervous and hit the gas. Chase hardly started before he stripped the curb and got pulled over. The doctor is currently in custody as a person of interest. You can talk to this charmer anytime you like. Just stop by my office. Got his truck, too.
Cool. Should we tell her?
I have nothing.
Okay. Footprint by the door. Do I collect it? No? Okay. Well, let's go through his truck first. Just to be sure. Oh, how much you want to bet it's going to be a double again? She said she'll marry him if he does that.
Damn, the tire we needed for comparison got shredded in the police chase. And we got no warrant to search the interior. We need some other way to tie the truck to the crime scene.
And I think I know just how. How's the taillight look? Yeah. Oh, I can just take the taillight? Yeah. Alright. Can we look at anything else? Okay. Let's go to the lab real quick. Because I can tie it to the, you know, to the dumpster. I can tie it to the dumpster. Hi, how you doing? There.
All right. We placed the truck out in front of the Vic's place, without the tire track evidence.
Yep. Ah, lovely. Oh, Brassword. Brassword. Can I get a warrant to search his
Busted
car?
light ties the truck to the street in front of the Vic's residence. That key unlocks the truck for a look-see.
Well, good. I want to get all the evidence from the truck first before we talk to him. That way, if we are able to, we can
We have a
connect
late
it.
model vehicle here. Practically brand new.
Hmm.
Still, I'd say Adar spruced up the interior.
I would
Cleaned,
as well.
vacuumed it. Everything but the new car smell.
What's in the lock? What's in the lockbox?
Locked. If we break in, the next Warren Brassel issue will be on us. Let's see what else we can find.
Alright. Laptop.
So this is the memo Adja wrote.
Can I read it? Ooh, a bug. Alright. Application. Let's go to the lab. Let's decrypt whatever the laptop had for us.
These are emails confirming online purchases that Darsh made using the card. Email confirmations are normally sent by merchants as a safety precaution, but Adarsh had access to their computer, and he snagged them to cover his actions. I'll have Brass check in with Visa.
Okay. Harrison. Sam 1.
This is a wake-up call. The slipper with the asphalt mark matches the muddy footprint, meaning Mrs. Bandery called on her daughter after discovering Mr. Bandery had bought it.
Fascinating, isn't it? That's why she went outside. Didn't even connect in my brain. Can I get a warrant?
Footprint evidence provides a clean link between her home and the crime scene. Plus, we got a possible motive thanks to the answering machine tape.
Indeed.
Enough for a warrant.
Did you contact Visa?
I called Visa. Good folks over there. And they said Visa's continuous monitoring program detected suspicious activity. Mr. Dwan was changing the shipping address, sending items to his home and back to India. Not your model employee.
We'd like to talk to the business partner
He's
now.
on his way to interrogation now.
Oh, good. Goody goody gumdrops.
Banderit was found murdered in his home earlier this evening.
Murdered? No, he was my dearest friend. He was to be my father-in-law. Oh my goodness gracious, such a terrible thing to have happened. Are you certain? Could there be, I hope, some horrible mistake?
We found evidence of fraud on your laptop.
You use such harsh language to describe the smallest of misunderstandings. I am new to your country, and the laws and procedures here are unlike those in India. I plan to rectify the smallest of errors upon my return from Los Angeles.
Did you say you were to be the victim's son-in-law?
Oh my goodness gracious, yes. All has been arranged between the families. I am to marry Dr. Bandarit's most wonderful daughter, Adya. We are both excited to begin our new lives as Mr. and Mrs. Dewan.
She is not.
Adia is excited, all right, but because her daddy was pushing her into this arranged marriage and threatening to separate her from her mother if she didn't cave.
It's a big leap we make together, and of course she has small moments of doubt. But the day will soon dawn when my dear Adya will acknowledge her father's wishes and understand my sincere deep affections.
My dogs are going crazy. Where were you between the hours of 7 and 9 p.m.?
Let me try to think. I believe I was in my office. Yes, I worked late in the office. I'm catching up on my paperwork, you know. I left around 9 p.m. on my way to Los Angeles to visit friends for the weekend.
We have evidence that puts your vehicle at the victim's house.
This should be no surprise. Do I not visit on occasion the home of my esteemed employer, my future father-in-law?
Can you explain the memo from Adia that we found in your vehicle?
What memo?
The one from Adya, your bride-to-be, threatening to let her daddy know you'd been stealing.
Again, I must point out that what may look to you like stealing is a mere misunderstanding. My sweet and lovely Adya has the tiny fault of getting largely excited over the smallest of matters. As I say, I would have corrected these trivial mistakes.
Don't smile at me like that. We have your prints on the fire poker used to kill Dr. Banderit.
And your car was at the scene, Doctor. Maybe he knew about your stealing and didn't find it so trivial.
You have such a negative view of such innocent things. We were in the Banderit's living room when the good doctor informed his lovely wife that I would soon marry their daughter. We celebrated over tea and Mrs. Banderit requested a fire. At this time, I handled the poker to which you refer.
Your vehicle looks like it's been thoroughly cleaned.
I take perhaps foolish pride in the luxury vehicle I'm blessed to drive. I'm meticulous in my, upkeep. I keep it up, I keep it clean. I bought a portable vacuum to help in this crusade of cleanliness.
Where do you keep the vacuum cleaner?
Oh, let me think. I believe in my toolbox.
Mind if we take a look? We'll need your keys.
I'm honored to help you in your investigation.
Thanks. I'll hold on to him.
Well, looks like we are about to get more evidence from the truck. And I'm willing to bet we'll find that tiny piece of cup. Which all but points to the
Okay,
sun.
I've unlocked the toolbox but didn't find any tools. Just cleaning supplies. My goodness gracious, but Dr. Dewan is neat.
Yeah, bit too neat. I love this music. Did you check the filter?
We can work with that on the assembly table.
Okay. And we know it's his because it's in his truck. Okay. It's all there. To the lab. It's going to be the tiny piece of cup. How much you want to bet? Which connects him to the crime. And that's it. That's all we need. Hello. Hello. Tiny piece of cup.
This little baby may mean we're now the proud owners of a complete teacup. Better confirm in the lab.
I'm willing to bet, yes. Ah, lovely.
Chip from Dr. Dewan's vacuum cleaner is a perfect match for the teacup found at the crime scene. Let's see him squirm politely out of this one.
I like the way you think, sir. Do we have any other evidence we can look at? Fingerprint. No. We do have a warrant, though. Hang on. We have a warrant for Adya's house. Hello again.
Why do you stupid people insist on wasting time searching my house when I've already told you who to investigate? In the meantime, my mother is on the verge of a nervous breakdown, and the killer is running free. I don't have another word for you.
Cool. We work well when it's quiet. We'll start with your fingerprints.
Ugh.
Excuse me. Hello? Oh, bug. Nothing interesting. Ooh, a laptop! You know, it's very funny what you find in these things. So, is your screensaver a thing of rocks?
Looks like Ms. Vanderreed has a few more words for us after all. Secret ones, but words.
Alright, excuse me. I see blood.
You're close. Try something similar.
Fascinating. Would you care to explain why there's blood in your sink? Thornus points. Here we go, out. Hello?
You want a different tool for that.
I do. What's this? Torn fabric with stuff on it.
You want a different tool for that.
Okay. Anything else? Game? Oh, no, that's it. To the lab. Because this is going swimmingly. And now we have a fingerprint to go up against the other one. How much you want to bet? Yep. Adia was in the house.
Bloody fingerprint belongs to the daughter. That puts her at the crime scene when her father was murdered.
It does, doesn't it? Let's see. Special search, evidence, Adia.
So our Vic was responsible for his wife's blindness.
Ooh. Well, that's less than good. Fascinating. Torn fabric. Oh, I'm gonna find more torn fabric at some point. Okay. Let's see. Doctor's DNA. That's not looking good for her. Anything else? Aha! What do we got? Silk fabric.
The Vic has a swimming pool. Let's go back and see if we can answer the big question. What's it all about, LG?
Location added. Ooh. Okay. I want to get all the evidence before anything else. Yes, it is. Okay. I want to get all the evidence first, and then we'll deal with people. That way I can, you know, squash their lies if they have any. Ah, lovely night.
Pool house is separate from the main residence. Don't think our warrant covers it. Let's look around outside.
You don't think our warrant covers it? But the windows is open. I mean, we can look, can't we? It's probably going to be the same cleaner. Okay. Ooh, bug.
Good eye catch.
Okay, anything else? Oh no, that takes me over there. Okay. I think that's all we got for now, because we can't go into the actual place. Analyze. Same stuff. Alright. Patient, talk to Brass. See if we can get anything done. Hi, Brass. How you doing? Can I get a warrant?
Based on the blood evidence found in her home and our strengthened motive for the killing, as well as her bloody fingerprint at the crime scene, I'd say getting a warrant's a slam dunk.
Slam dunk, you say? Hi. What is your father's blood in your sink? Drain.
All right, all right. My mother was here. She came over right after discovering my father's body. That's where the blood in the sink must have come from.
Okay, but that doesn't tell us how your bloody fingerprint wound up in your parents' house, does it? When you learned your father botched your mother's operation, you saw red. You sneaked in and battered your father and left a bloody print on the way out. By the time your mother discovered the body, you'd already washed up at home in your sink.
That's all backwards and sideways. When my mother discovered my father's body, she freaked out. Hello, she's blind. So she ran over across to me, covered in blood. I left her there, went over to check on father, and of course took his pulse, which is how I got blood on my hand. Get it? I went back to my place and told Mom that Daddy was dead. Really dead. She wouldn't let me call the police. I don't know why. Just in shock, I guess. I helped her wash up, and then she had me walk her back home. But then pleaded with me not to stay.
Your mother makes a habit of forgetting such little details.
My mother looks out for me. Doesn't yours? She's way overprotective, and in this case, I just followed her wishes because she was freaking out. She wanted to spare me, to keep me out of any investigation into this tragedy. But you have to believe me, you are wasting your time down this path. Adarsh, that evil troll, is your killer.
We'll ask the opinion of the evidence, if you don't mind.
Yeah. Is your father responsible for your mother's blindness?
So, you know our family secret. Yes. My mother suffered from a rare form of age-related macular degeneration. She needed a specialist, but my father wouldn't hear of it. Doing so would humiliate him. So he performed a surgery for which he was in no way qualified, and now my mother is nearly blind. I only recently found out, and I was angry as hell. But I swear I didn't kill him. He was a stupidly proud, often cruel man, but he was my father.
Nearly blind?
Yes, my mother has very limited sight. She's not 100% blind.
Fascinating. Anything else?
I have nothing else.
Okay. Oh, Miss Madam, you lied to us. You lied to us. Shame, shame. Was there any tension between Dr. Dewan and your husband?
I do not know of any conflict. Adarsh was quite willingly subservient to my husband. Prayat did seem distracted, and I would say tense, over the last few days. I would ask him what troubled him, and he would only say, work.
Evidence indicates Dr. Dewan was stealing.
Indeed.
Well, Visa had contacted him about some kind of fraud, but Adarsh? I certainly would remember that. This may explain why my beloved Prayat was so tense and distracted of late.
Can you confirm that Dr. Dewan visited your house socially?
Adarsh? No. My husband and I rarely entertain. I would remember.
He claims he helped start a fire in your living room fireplace and got his fingerprints on the poker that way.
It is just barely possible Adarsh visited my husband here sometime while I was away, but I so rarely leave the house. If he had stopped by for business or on a social call, I'd surely remember.
Can you tell us how you lost your eyesight?
That is a painful subject to me, and of no pertinence to this tragedy.
Really? Was your daughter angry with your husband about the time of the murder?
Adia? Angry with Bryant? Such nonsense. She adored her father, and he her.
We have reason to believe Adia recently learned of your husband's negligence and the loss of your eyesight.
You speak of private, personal matters that have no bearing on this tragedy.
They do.
My daughter loved her father, and her father loved his daughter. The story begins and ends there, and I have nothing more to say.
Fascinating. Okay. Brass, we need to talk to Dr. DeWin. Can I talk to a suspect?
He's on his way to interrogation now.
Lovely, because he lied to us too. Hello, Dr. DeWin. We got evidence that puts you at the scene the night of the murder.
I sincerely doubt this is true. Surely this is a terrible misunderstanding.
Here's what we understand. A porcelain chip from a teacup in your vacuum matches a broken cup at the murder scene. We've got you covering up fraud, your fingerprint on the murder weapon, and your vehicle at the crime scene. It doesn't take 20/20 vision to bring you into focus as a suspect, Dr. Dewan.
Suspect? With that kind of evidence, he should be labeled the killer.
Oh my goodness gracious. This does look terribly bad.
Yeah.
But I'm an innocent party in this guilty matter. I did not kill my good friend and colleague.
You're right. It
inclined
does
to
look terribly
disbelieve.
bad.
Please, listen. I'm new in this country. It takes much funds to start living in a new place. My colleague's daughter, she finds out in some devious fashion. She threatens to tell the good doctor unless I quit and run away. How could I consider this? I had agreed to marry the doctor's daughter. My family would be disgraced, would be devastated. So I drive to his house last night to bare my soul and to beg for forgiveness. The door I find open. No one answers my call. So I go inside. But something, it doesn't feel right. In the air, something forbidding. Still, I go up the stairs to the bedroom. Then I saw him, my benefactor, my friend, dead. I knew at once I will be the suspect. I panic and flee in my vehicle fast as I can.
Really? Fascinating. Anything else? Your fingerprints on the murder weapon. That's just a coincidence?
Do you not listen? Am I speaking to the ears of the deaf?
Hey,
I
now.
helped Mrs. Banderit make a fire in her living room. I
Oh,
know
well.
her daughter. She never wanted to marry me, but her parents, they are delighted to make this traditional arrangement. It was Adia who objected. It
Well,
is Adia to whom you should speak.
why do you suspect Adia of killing her father?
Adia, she was angry with her father. Yesterday they had an argument at the office. I did not hear all that was said, but it did have to do with her mother, with something Dr. Banderit did to or with Adia's mother.
Thanks for the information. But you'll need to remain our guest while we check out your story. No more last-minute trips out of town, Doctor.
Please, I have told you.
You haven't, but... Alright, Brass, we need to bring Adia in. If that's alright with everyone, and it doesn't go against traditions of working with the police.
She's on her way to interrogation now.
Lovely. Hello, Adia.
I have nothing else to...
Of course not. Can we talk to the mother then? Because at this point, I'm running out of people to talk to.
I can't think of anything.
Of course not. Okay. Location. Only other place would be the pool house, which apparently is not covered by our delightful warrant, which is annoying to me because it should be part of the house. that. Okay, is there any evidence I didn't look into? Got all that. Got all that. I've yet to find a matching piece of torn fabric. Okay. Okay. And I don't think Brass is offering us any sort of warrants, is he? No. Okay. Evidence. To the lab, because I can't think of anything else. I can't think of anything else that would help us with this case at the moment. So there's still evidence, I'm willing to bet, with the pool house. But we don't have anything to really connect anything. Okay, what's with the fabric? C.S.I. samples! Yes! No! Confirm. But they're the same thing. Okay. Anything else to do with this? No. Screw. Okay. Oh, wait, fingerprint. No? No. We already got that. The only thing left would be the pool house. And I'm stuck. I go anywhere else. I might have to use a hint. I don't want to, but I might have to. Is this a thoroughness check? Yeah, I'm gonna have to use a hint.
Hey there. Want a hint?
Yeah.
Sure, I might be able to help.
Yeah, I
But
know
remember,
it counts against my
it'll count against you in
evaluation.
your evaluation.
What evidence? Pool house.
The hint is ready in your case file.
Oh, the first time. What evidence can I collect at the pool house? At the pool house exterior, the following evidence is available. Blood from the pool house door. Zoom to front of door. Are you serious? Are you serious? I looked at everything. Okay, and it said something about a scratch. I don't see a scratch. Okay, hang on. Case file. Hints. Scratch impression from pool house. Zoom to window. I don't see a window. Unless it's, like, right here. Which I can't get to. Alright, we got evidence. I don't care. I had to use a hint. I had to use a hint. For shame. But we got blood. And that looks to be... Yep. Now can we get a warrant for the pool house?
It matches all right. Perfect place for someone to clean up after a little dip.
Indeed. Oh, brass word. Hello, brass. Can I get a warrant for the pool house?
Vic's blood at the entrance of the pool house? That makes it part of the crime scene as far as I'm concerned.
I would think so. I would think so quite a bit, wouldn't you? Can we go in now? In we go.
Wow. What I would have given for a place like this back in my college days. Somebody's been staying here. A wife, maybe? Odd for such a devoted couple.
Indeed. But who's to know? Could be the son-in-law to be. Fabric.
Blood spatter on this robe is consistent with its wearer delivering medium impact blows. Like those that killed our victim, not somebody just stumbling innocently upon a bloody corpse.
Indeed. Is it torn? Alright, what else do we got? Oh, hello.
We don't have permission for this. Yet.
We have a warrant. What are you talking about? We don't have permission. Okay, there's something about the window that I'm not connecting. Okay. Location. Yeah, let's go back to the lab. Because I have a strong feeling that we might be able to connect the robe to the fabric.
This fabric's definitely part of the robe.
Oh, good. See, from robe. Beautiful.
That would be a big bingo.
Yep.
Assailant definitely wore this robe during the murder.
Ah, and we get to bring in the missus. Oh, brassword. We need to bring in the Mrs. Doctor.
Widow Banderit's been lying from the start, maybe covering up for her little girl. Let's get her in here.
I like the way you think.
We found a robe in your pool house covered in your husband's blood. Spatter found on the robe is consistent with someone at the scene when your husband was killed, not with contact with the body after the fact. Your daughter was at the crime scene, and we believe she may have worn your robe when she killed your husband.
She did no such thing. I did.
Pardon? Are you admitting to the murder of your husband?
I am not about to let you make the wrong assumptions and persecute, much less prosecute, my daughter. Adia has been through quite enough. Thank you. You've talked to people. Surely by now you know what a cold, controlling monster my husband was. And as his wife, I accepted this. But for my lovely daughter, life must be different.
Oh.
She was born here, left home to go to school. And yet, still he tries to control her, manipulating her into an occupation pleasing to him, forcing her to work for him. Adia seemed content with these choices, however pushed upon her they might have been. But when Prayat insisted, no, demanded, Adia marry a man she did not love, a man with the same old-fashioned notions that would mean disrespect and a slavery of sorts for my precious girl. And then, when he threatened to separate Adia from myself, I had no choice but to stop him. What mother wouldn't? And so I killed him. I put him out of our misery. When I learned that that foul snake Adash was in your custody, I thought his karma had caught up with him. But when you begin to suspect my daughter, my innocent child, I must come forward. Jaya will be a small payment for a life of freedom for Adia.
That seems too easy. Doesn't it? Just a bit.
Man, nothing like a confession to make a CSI's day. Even at night.
Hold up. Problem.
What?
Daughter's just confessed to the same murder Mommy did. Adia Bandareed is in the interview room. Talk to her.
Yeah. Figured there would be a problem, unless they both did it. Is there something you want to tell us?
I just heard that my mother confessed. She's trying to take the blame from me. Surely you can see that. That she's sacrificing herself for me.
Still hazy. Why don't you clear it up?
I did it, obviously. I swear. I wore the robe, killed my father. You've gotten the picture, right? How horrible he was to her? She was chattel. That sexist traditional nonsense was bad enough, but then his pride robbed her of her very eyesight. He was gonna separate Mother and me if I didn't marry that pathetic weasel. I couldn't stand for that. For any of it. I killed him. I killed him. I'd kill him again if I could. Arrest me. Let my poor sweet mother go.
Not that simple. Both you and Mom have motive and opportunity. But one of you is lying.
Well then. That makes this a bit more difficult, doesn't it?
So you have two confessions.
Yep.
One murderer and one liar. What's your next step?
When in doubt, go back to the evidence. Only I'm not finding anything conclusive here. Both the mother and daughter have motive. Either one of them could have worn the robe. Both were linked to the victim's blood. I just can't find anything that points to either of them conclusively.
Yeah.
German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer said, "Every man takes the limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world." It's possible you're letting your own perspective blind you to the evidence.
Are you seeing something that we're not?
Not from here. Go back to the scene of the crime. Put yourself in the killer's place. And remember, even the best of us can miss important evidence sometimes.
But it said the scene was clear. It said the scene was clear. I guess now that she's not there. Can I go back there?
Huh. I wonder if Gris ever gets tired of being right.
What do you mean?
If I were standing where the assailant did and struck the victim, then when the weapon came back, the blood cast off would fly right, because I'm right-handed. From this position, Spatter clearly swings to the left, hitting the wall, with no swings to the right. Our killer is left-handed. Now
Okay.
we just have to find evidence to determine whether the lefty is mother or daughter.
Just ask them. Just ask them. It's very simple.
She's on her way to interrogation now.
Just very, very simply ask them. Are you right or left-handed?
I have nothing.
Well, you know, that's upsetting. That's mighty upsetting. Does the pool house give us anything? Okay, I'm not seeing a dang scratch on that window. Unless I'm, like, blind. No pun intended. Okay.
Hey, what's up?
This one.
She's on her way to interrogation now.
Because I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. Hi.
I cannot think.
Dragged. I don't know. Alright, so I just found the dang scratch marks. Hang on. Do we have access to this yet? Ooh. Okay, crossword puzzle. Fascinating, fascinating. Location to the lab. Why would we need a crossword puzzle? Special search, evidence, crossword.
Based on the slants of the letters and the direction of the smudge marks, we can safely say that Mrs. Bandereed is left-handed. Place settings in the daughter's kitchen indicate one is right-handed, the other left. Crossword handwriting says the mother was the definite lefty. We have our killer.
Ugh. Well, that's less than good. Okay, let's analyze this, because I don't want a lower mark. Even though I'll get a lower mark anyway.
This confirms the screwdriver was used to open the pool house window. Doesn't bear on our investigation, apparently.
Alright.
Hey, what's up?
This one.
She's on her way to interrogation now.
Oh boy. So, we have our killer. Yay.
Your daughter also confessed to the murder of your husband, but the evidence agrees with your version.
Of course it does. She is innocent, trying to protect me.
We know, Mrs. Bandereed. Your daughter is right-handed, but Mr. Bandereed was killed by a left-handed person. Like yourself.
I owe you thanks.
Do you?
I know I said some cruel things to you before, and I am sure my daughter has done the same. But I thank you for finding the truth in this, and not allowing to stand the injustice of my daughter being blamed for my act. She should be free. She has been inside the prison my husband built for her long enough.
We would like to withdraw. We would like you to withdraw your confession.
No, I won't. I told you. I explained it. Weren't you listening?
Yeah, but we found
I
evidence.
killed my father, and I'd do it again.
Maybe you would do it again if you had the chance. Only you didn't do it in the first place. Forensics tells us your father's killer was left-handed, like your mother. You're right-handed, meaning there's little chance you could have wielded that fireplace poker. Much as it may disappoint you, Adja, you're innocent. Your mother could no longer bear her controlling husband, so she grabbed the fireplace poker and for once took charge of her own life. And his. Then she went to your house and you helped her wash off before she hid the robe at the pool house.
How did that fit in there?
All right. But before you go any further, stop and think. She didn't do this for herself. She did it to protect me. All those terrible years, she never once complained, never challenged that demon. My father was the monster here, my mother the victim. To be pitied, not tried for this necessary execution.
I'm not gonna say a darn thing.
We did fine. Great, in fact. Nice having another sharp pair of eyes. Justice may be blind, but C.S.I's gotta see every detail. Check in with Gris for your evaluation.
I don't like your puns. I don't like your puns. Give me someone else. Someone else to be my partner.
All right, here's your evaluation.
Yep.
For evidence, you found everything there was to find. For hints, you didn't need many at all. And at the end of the day, you followed the evidence to a clear conclusion. Can't argue with that. Good work. You did very well, though as I noted, there's still some room to improve. I'm giving you an above-average grade.
Well, thank you.
And by the way, thank you for all the new specimens you found for my collection.
You're
I'm
welcome.
recommending you for an extra bonus.
Ooh.
Great hunting.
What's my bonus? Oh, bonus item. Duh. Case 4, In Your Eyes. Complete the case. And then we just have one final case to do. But that's for next time, because I'm going to leave this one here. So thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you liked it, you know what to do. Keep things crazy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.